Hey everyone, welcome back. We are back with another set of pencils from my collection, and today we are looking at the Derwent Lightfast and the Derwent Drawing. I'm doing them together because I use them together, and um, yeah. I also use the luminance with these, but I'm gonna do those separate because I don't have a full set of those. But anyway, um, here we go. The Derwent Lightfast pencils. These are another really, first of all, they're beautiful. But these are another really good pencil. Um, Sorry, I thought I heard a noise. Okay, so these are another really beautiful pencil. Here's the colors. I think there's only 100 in the Derwent Lightfast. I believe I have the 100 set. I'm not about to sit here and count them, but I know it's about 100 probably. And then I don't have the full set of the Derwent Drawing. I just get those um, open stock at Blix whenever I go. So I keep all my Derwent pencils in here. I also have the Graphitint, but we're doing those in a separate video. So let me just pull out one of these. So here is the Derwent Lightfast pencils. And this is what they look like. Now these do not have color numbers, but they have the color name and their Lightfast rating on them. And they have the color dipped ends, which is beautiful. And then the rest of the pencil is like just this wood colored pencil. These were made in Britain apparently. So these are another round pencil as well. They feel really nice in your hand. And then let me show you the Derwent Drawing pencils. Now these do have the color name and number, but no Lightfast rating on these. These are also color dipped ends, and these have like a orangish brown kind of look to them. There's barcodes on mine because I buy them open stock, so it'd be like that. So these are thicker, much thicker than the Lightfast. These kind of feel like the Holbeins as far as thickness goes. So there we go. And then I have a bunch of extras of this color. If you guys have been on my channel, you know the story behind that. So we're not even gonna get into that craziness. But here's the swatch sheet with the colors. I love the purples in this set. This set also has some nice greens and browns. Loads of browns. A good little section of grays, and then we have some blacks and then white, and then these are the colors I have in the Derwent Drawing pencils. Not very many, but still some. So we are going to color with them today. And for these, I do still need the swatch chart for these, because for these pencils, what you see is not always what you get. So you have to be careful with these, especially with the darker colors, because they're really dark, so you can't really tell what's what. I mean, the name says it, but the pencil could be dark, but the color could be not as dark as the pencil is showing. So I think we're gonna do this one here, and we got a little washed away boat and looks like a little island. So let's start with the leaves here, and I'm gonna pick a nice green. Typical me. So I'm just gonna grab 3 greens. I'm gonna grab my 2 grass greens and a mountain green, I guess. Here's one. And I used to have these in some kind of an order, but no longer. They're kind of just thrown in here in a way, but it's okay. These are already sharpened for whatever reason, so let's just jump into it. Now, with these pencils, I'm still kind of learning these. These are one of the pencils that after a while, well, and so far, because I like to use these in my Kirby book anyway. After a while, they make my hands hurt. And I don't know if it's just because I'm pressing too hard or if, I don't know, because after a while I noticed that I end up with a death grip on the pencil. And I know it's probably me, but I can't figure out why it keeps happening. Why I don't have a death grip on any of my other pencils. So I don't know why I keep ending up with one with the Lightfast. I know it's me, and I keep having to remind myself, like, hey, loosen your grip. There's no reason you should be holding this pencil this tightly. And it only seems to be that way in my Kirby books. So I don't know if it's the paper or what, because that's what I mostly use them in. I don't think I've used them in anything else. If I have, I don't remember. And I don't remember me saying that I had a death grip from it. So I think it could just be the Kirby book. I'm not sure. These pencils are a harder pencil. And they have like kind of a chalky kind of feel to them. I don't know why I'm just holding those. They have, oh, you guys can't even see. I'm sorry. I meant to zoom in. They have kind of a chalky feel to them. They kind of feel like the Luminance, and I use them together because they have such a similar feel. I don't know how much, like what the ratio is for the wax and the oil in these pencils. So I can't really give any information on that. But these have a chalky feel to them, but they still are like pretty vibrant. I really like these pencils because of the earthy colors that they have. But they do still have some nice bright colors if you need to, but it's mostly earthy colors. They work really nice in most paper, on most paper. Like I said, my favorite paper to use them in, even though I end up with hurt hands, is my Kirby books. I get amazing results from these pencils in those books, and I will take that pain because I know that the results are going to be really good. So, but they are, I sometimes feel like I do have to press hard just to get the color that I want or to get more color out of the pencil. It could just be me because I don't use these that often. So I don't have as much practice with them. But I still wanted to showcase them because they are part of my collection, but I don't have that much practice. I did do one page in Mythic World, I believe, in Kirby, and then I have a couple of whips. I have a whip in Mythic World, technically 2 whips, because one of them is not technically finished yet. It's finished for now because I can't figure out what to do with a certain part of it, but so I have 3 whips going over 2 Kirby books, and I just love using them in Kirby's books. even though they make my hands hurt, but that's kind of a good thing because it makes me slow down and not rush through the page. I don't have a choice but to slow down because after a while my hand is like, hey, there you go with that death grip. So um, I don't mind the slowdown at all. So if you want a pencil that's going to force you to slow down, this is it. And I think that it kind of also is making me kind of analyze, because it's such a limited color palette. I mean, it's limited for me. I'm not used to just 100 colors, and most of them are greens and browns. So it's kind of like it makes you think, and it makes you move colors around and use them wisely, because you don't really know, you don't really know what you're going to use, because you have to kind of like test things out, move things around, see if it works together, what doesn't work together. And I kind of like doing that. I kind of like trying to figure out, okay, if this isn't going to work, then let me try this. Or if, and I'm off to the side here trying to figure out colors. I like to, kind of put together colors. So if I'm looking at a color and I'm noticing that it's a color that I want to use, and I know it's a limited palette, so I have to go and kind of look at the other colors and work around that one color. And sometimes you can find what you need and sometimes you can't. So sometimes it's kind of like you have to work with what you got. And for these, I do like that it has a lot of darker greens. It has some bright greens too, but it has a lot of darker greens, and that's hard to find in some sets for some reason. Where, some sets they'll give you like one good dark green, and then you're like, okay, thanks, but I need another dark green for, this type of green, and they don't always give you that. This set gives you, I think, a good amount of dark greens. So that's a plus if you're looking for dark greens. And like my other sets, they're available open stock. I have an extra full set of these due to some foolishness, but they are available open stock, and these are like readily available seemingly everywhere. They have them in Blick. You can go on Blick's website, Coat Pens, Amazon. So they're nice and available. So that's always a plus when you don't have to look too hard for a pencil. You can go on Amazon and it'll usually be there. And if not, Blick. Blick is another pretty good one. I don't know if they have Blick in the UK, but when I say these things, I'm speaking of my States buddies, because I don't live in the UK, so I wouldn't know if what they have over there. But I'm sure in the UK, their art stores is probably loaded with this stuff, because I think these are like in Britain somewhere. So this is probably like one of their normal pencil types anyway. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, my UK friends, but I think that it's probably more readily available to them than it is to us, but it's still pretty available. So I'm now using the Derwent drawing, and I am just gonna do the sand. And these are a bit different because they are a drawing pencil, so these are a lot softer, and I don't have to have a death grip for these because they're softer. I can barely touch the paper and get loads of pigment. which is always nice. But I don't exactly know how these work 100% because these are still fairly new to me. Because when I go to Blick, I just grab a couple, but I haven't actually used them too much on a page. So when I use them, if it's looking a little rough, it's because I don't have the feel for them yet. So you'll have to excuse me. But like any pencil with practice, I'm sure I can get it together, figure it out. But I do like how soft they are, and they layer right on top of each other and blend nice. They are nice and soft, but they're a thick soft, which is really nice. They almost feel like a pastel oil pencil, if that makes any sense. So I actually really like how that turned out. I don't have a lot of colors in these, unfortunately, but I can do, like, what is this? I can probably do these two. Let's see. We'll do this one. And the colors that I have, I'm sure some of them can blend together, but I'm one of those people who like to have lots of colors. And these don't even come, I think the biggest set is 20, I think it's 24. I think you can get 24 pencils. That's all they have, I think. And so if you're looking for more, unfortunately, that is as big as the drawing set gets. And I do not have all 24. I may have like 12 or 13, if that. I have 14 exactly. And they are pretty cheap if you get them open stock, or you can just buy the whole 24 set. I didn't buy the whole 24 set because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them. So I had to come home and try them and sit down and ponder. And then I said, okay, when I go, I will just get, one or two until I have the whole set. So that is what I do there, because I don't feel like I needed to break my neck and get the whole set, because I was just in the store one day and was like, well, let me, and they let you test them in the store, but it's not the same as like bringing them home and testing them. So I just bought, I think originally I bought maybe like 2 or 3 of them. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring them home, I'm gonna give them a testing, and if I like them, then I will grab, whenever I go to Blick, I'll grab 1 or 2. So I'm just going to these also blend nicely. You don't have to layer these either. You can blend them. But again, as I say in my other videos, that's just the way I color. If you notice, I layer all my pencils. I think that's also why I have such an issue with the Prismacolor, because I layer, and those are supposedly more for blending, and I can feel that when I'm coloring with them. I can feel that it tries to fight me sometimes when I layer them. So that's like a literal fight. And again, user error, but hey. sometimes it be like that. All right, I'm gonna grab this taupe color if I can find it. All right, for these, I definitely need the, no, not that color. I definitely need the swatch sheet because it's so hard to tell by the barrel what you're gonna get. And these are such tiny, tiny, tiny drawings. I know when it comes down to certain pencils, also I have an issue with tiny spaces. If I can't get the pencil sharp enough, then that becomes a fight in itself. Okay, we have some little coconuts down on the ground there. I'm gonna use sienna if I can find it. Is this it? Nope. Actually this one isn't bad. And then I'm gonna use that other color that I had earlier. Where is it? Brown ochre. Here it is, looking at me right in my face. Okay. They're very little, tiny, tiny little coconuts. So I'm just gonna use 2-color blend for this. For the shading. Because they're like super tiny, so. You can barely even see that they were shaded. I don't know what these things are in this boat. So I'll probably just do that metallic. I'm not sure what they are. Because if I do a metallic, then hey, it's kind of like, you know, they could be anything. I don't know. Maybe they found some gold and that's why the boat is washed ashore. Who knows? So here we have it. This is the Derwent drawing and the Derwent Lightfast pencils. There you go. So that's that one, and as usual, the blank parts I'm just gonna go in on my own time and fill in with some metallics or gel pens or something. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.